Hi, I'm Dennis Gage, and welcome to My Classic Car. Well, this week we're in Victoria, British Columbia for Deuce Days. This is an amazing show in a beautiful place on an incredible day. This is the largest gathering of 32 Fords anywhere on Earth. There are over 600 of them here today, in amid 1,500 cars total. I'm telling you, this is going to be a blast. Let's do the Deuce. Hey Al, what a show you got.
Thanks, Dennis.
Man, I've been to a lot of shows. I've never seen anything quite like this. And certainly I've never seen this many Deuces anywhere on the planet in one place.
Yeah. Well, we got some pretty heavy hitters here, and they say the same thing.
Yeah, and you do. I mean, this has become kind of the mecca for the iconic 32 Ford.
That's right, yeah.
And you're right. I mean, this you got a lot of the big names that come up for this and wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
You started this, what, 21 years ago?
Yeah, 1998 was the first year.
Now, overall, you've got some, what, 1,500 cars? Or?
Well, we're probably at 13 right now because a few canceled, you know. But
oh, only 13, huh?
Yeah, only 13.
And then how many Deuces?
Over 600 Deuces.
So you do it every 3 years?
We have been, yeah.
You have been doing it every 3 years.
Yes.
And again, like you say, the legend has spread. I've talked to people from SoCal, I've talked to people from Nebraska, from Nevada, and Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
You know, that's
I know.
That's the other side of the continent on the other coast.
Yeah.
Well, you have so much that goes on here. We had 3 tours going out to Butchart Gardens, which was stunning. We went on that, just unbelievable.
Yeah.
You did that. There's a bunch of people went out whale watching.
That's right.
Orca Spirit whale watching.
Yeah.
And then yesterday was the poker run.
Oh yeah.
That was insane in a lot of ways. You had what, 500 or 600 cars on that?
486 cars.
And it was all leaving from Clover Point, where you had them as if you were putting them on a ferry, because you could put a piece of paper between the front bumper of one and the back bumper of the other.
Yeah, we packed them in there. Yeah.
And then kind of culminating in the city of Langford up here, which is just beautiful.
Yeah.
And everybody's turning out for like a parade.
Yeah.
And then the barbecue at the farm. And then, of course, today, oh my goodness.
Yeah, hard to beat the venue.
It's hard to beat the venue, I tell you.
I've lived here all my life, so I'm kind of used to it.
Yes,
but,
it's okay. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm amazed at what you've done. I'm amazed that you're still standing. What do you say we see if we can find a 32 Ford and look at it?
Sounds good.
All right, man, let's do it. So, Mike, I've been here for a few days. I think you have too. I see you rolling around. In fact, you were at the Butchart Gardens the other day, and man, I don't know what it is about this car, but I just like this car. It's really a traditional-looking Highboy. It's actually a Brookville, right?
Yes, Brookville steel body.
And what's it on?
It's on a 1932 SoCal frame. We bought the frame first, and we had it powder coated, and then we built the chassis, and we had the engines to Edelbrock 350. 400 horse engine, and it has a Tremec 5-speed, and we put a Ford 9-inch in it, and it has 456 gears.
My goodness, how about the moon tank? Is that just for show?
The moon, no. It has a shot of nitrous, and we have avgas in there. 102 octane.
It's like,
so it gets a little extra shot.
And these are big drums, or are you hiding discs under there?
There are disc brakes underneath. It gives it the look of the
old Buick.
Old Buick.
Thin Buicks, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a baffle in those pipes, or is she just roaring?
We had a baffle, but they blew out, so we decided to keep them out.
Okay, why not? I like the windshield too. I think that's the other thing about this. This thing got the look of speed, even sitting still. And that windshield is, I think, what does it.
Yeah. It wasn't made for the car. It was made for a 30, and they're a little wider, and we had to section it and make it work for us.
Wow,
and
louvered the hood, I like that.
Louvered the hood.
You did a nice job too. You know, simple interior, but you know, but I really like it. I love the steering wheel.
Yeah, it just makes such a nice hot rod.
It really does. And you're running cheater slicks.
Cheater slicks.
Man, that's a pretty meaty cheater slicks too. And back here, it's really a pretty accurate Highboy.
Trying to keep it very, very simple.
Well, it really is nice on the eye, and it looks great going down the road. Do people like kind of gravitate to this?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So you said you're running a 350, but you've done some stuff to that too.
Actually, not too much to the engine. It was an Edelbrock crate engine, and we just made it all fit.
It's really, really nice. Now you're from Lethbridge,
From
right?
Lethbridge, yes.
Alberta. Have you been to Deuce Days before?
Yes, we were here in 2016.
This is an amazing show.
Yeah.
I mean, and what an amazing place to have it.
Yeah, this is great. I've never seen so many 32s in my whole life.
So this is a 2016 32, right?
That's right. That's right.
Mike, she's beautiful. Thanks for bringing this baby up.
Thank you very much.
Love it. Well, Brett, this is one sweet 3-window Deuce, 3-window coupe. And what I like about this is really kind of how stock it is in a lot of ways. You didn't chop it.
Nope.
You got the fenders.
Yep.
You didn't shave it.
No, it's got all the barbs it came with.
But you have done a few things, kind of subtle. Like headlights are what, higher?
Headlights are Aero, late 50s, 60s, something like that. The tag light's actually Aero. There's a lot of old pieces on the car.
Do you still have the cowl vent operational, functional?
Rear window goes down, cowl vent goes up and down.
Wow. Your padded running boards are killer. And I love the pinstriping. You've got a fair amount of it, but it really works. It picks up every detail of the body.
Yeah, the pinstriping and the interior are two pretty special guys. Mitch Kim pinstriped it, and a guy by the name of Stitches, Tony Miller, who's an up-and-comer and a name that many people will hear.
What are the seats out of? Because they look 60s.
They are probably a little later than that. I believe that they're a Dodge.
Oh, no kidding.
Dodge van motorhome.
Oh, okay, I can see that. And then the kind of this mother of pearl dash there.
The gauges are original Sturt Warner twin blues. They've never been popped apart.
Seriously, they're originals? Wow.
Made them between 58 and 65. To me, it goes with the
Yeah, I
interior.
mean, why wouldn't you do it? Now, was this all, you chromed all this too, eh?
Yep.
And all the silver piping? Holy cow, Brett, this is really nice. How long have you had it?
I've had the body for about 10 years.
And how long did you take to build it?
Probably about 4 off and on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wheels chrome reverse, or what are they basically?
They're not truly chrome reverse. They're what are classed as a chrome OEM. And I don't know if you picked up, it looks different on the other side.
Totally different on the other side. So it's white walled one side, it's black walled the other side, different wheels. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. And you said you're running a 350?
Yeah.
Let's go look at it.
So it's small block Chevy with an old Wind intake.
That looks like a GTO air cleaner cover, actually.
It is. 65.
65?
65, 66. It's a tack drive distributor
Uh-huh.
off of a Corvette, an old Rochester carb.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's tried to keep some period pieces on it.
People must dig this car. It's subtle. I mean, it's not screaming, but it's really eye-catching. You know, it's
Well, thank you.
yeah. No,
I really appreciate that.
I like it. So 32 3-window, 60s custom, really, really nice. Thanks for bringing this up, Brett.
Thank you very much,
Man,
Dennis.
I love it. Well, now, Jack, this is Deuce Days. This ain't a Deuce.
No, it's not.
This is not a Deuce.
No, it's not, but it's built by a guy who does a lot of Deuces.
And does Deuce Days, as a matter of fact.
And
I mean, this
does
is built
Deuce-
out of Al Clark's shop. Is that
It
right?
is, yes, it came out of Al Clark's shop.
So it's actually a T, right?
Yes, it is. It's a 26T. It was a Roadster pickup.
What's the frame? What frame's it on?
It's 2x4 rectangular
yeah.
tube.
Uh-huh.
Al Clark fabricated.
It's all really pretty old school stuff, isn't it?
It's old school.
It's all old school. Because I was looking at your front axle setup, and that's kind of unique. What is that?
It's a 37 Ford tube axle.
Wow. Now, I noticed the nose here. Is that an aftermarket repop nose?
The grill piece is made in Al Clark's shop.
Oh, he fabricated this?
He did.
Wow. Now, these are actually big drums, right? These aren't hiding discs.
No, they're not hiding discs. This is, we got all old school stuff. I'm 80 years old. I could have done this when I was 18.
Was that kind of the theme?
That's the theme
that
of
was
the
the
thing,
theme.
exactly.
Well, and you know, the paint scheme, this maroon and cream is beautiful, and your engine, it looks like a pretty stock flathead, is it?
It's a pretty stock flathead. A lot of guys have said to me, why not aluminum heads? I said, because these ones say made in Canada on them.
I just, just before you said that, I saw that there. Don't you need some gauges?
We do. we got a speedometer that goes from 0 to 200 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
We're not sure we need that.
Oh, that's where you've stashed the gauges?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Was that Al's idea, or was that a?
Yeah, that was Al's idea. Yeah.
And the wire wheels, I just love it. The old tank. Jack, this thing is just great, and people just swarm to this car.
Yeah, first day out today.
Oh, really?
We've never had it out before.
Oh, so that might be it.
We
Everybody's
had
going,
it-
hey, look at that.
Yeah, that's part of it, I guess.
Well, Max Java Digger here is an awesome car. T on a custom frame, built in Al's shop. Thanks for bringing it out, Jack.
You bet.
Hey, Ray, this is a sweet car, man.
Thank you.
It's a 32.
It's a 32 Roadster.
What are the odds?
Since we're at Deuces Day.
What are the odds, right? So is this one you built?
It is. I built this car in 06. So
Oh, okay. Now it's a steel car. Is it a Brookville or is
it's
it
a Brookville car on a SoCal chassis.
Oh, okay. So what's this color?
51 Ford Meadow Green.
You know, I was trying to place it because it really did feel like a Ford color. Yeah, man. And you know, I think to highlight that with your orange and you know, kind of cream, just really nice. And it appears you're running Big Littles
Big Littles, yeah.
and with traditional tires.
Yeah.
And how about the interior?
I've got the SoCal gauges with a Limeworks column and a Limeworks steering wheel. And I run the Muncie 4-speed with a Hurst linkage.
Pretty traditional
Yeah.
stuff. And you know, actually, I actually really like your carpeting. I mean, it looks serviceable and it looks stylish at the same time. So yeah, and here again, your colors. You got the orange, that tan, that buff in there, back here. And you know, you haven't overstriped it or anything. It's just really subtle.
Right. It's real basic, just something simple. So,
Yeah. And you're running a stock tank, basically.
Yes. Well, that one's a 14-gallon tank, so stock was 10, so I increased the capacity a little bit to make the trips easier.
And what's your rear end setup?
That's a 9-inch Ford with a buggy spring.
Well, I tell you, you know, I mean, I love this car. I just think I like the stance.
thank
I
you.
like everything about it. But really, it's that 409 engine that really kind of caught me. Let's go look at that.
Okay.
I think that's the only 409 I've seen in one of these today. Maybe there's a few others running
There's a
around.
few others. This one's just a 65 340 horse 409, basically the truck motor.
Do you actually drive this thing or not?
Drove from California to here.
No kidding. How long did it take?
4 days.
Wow.
I do have a 425 horse 409, but for this long distance to run, I put the smaller engine in.
So I imagine the truck one is actually, and slightly lower horsepower, is actually more reliable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lower compression, so
And then you got headers on it, and you're running through your exhaust in the back, but you
Exactly,
can
yeah.
uncork them if you want.
I could, but
But
yeah.
no, she's really nice. 32 naturally with a 409. I respect that.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
green.
Ray.
Thank you, Dennis.
and it's green.
That's right.
Rob, I like this. I think I like the color. I like the blue. I like the white. It really pops. This is a 32 two-door.
Tudor Sedan.
Wow. You've had this a while too, right?
Since 1994.
And did you build it?
Yes, I had lots of help, built it with lots of people.
Right.
But it basically came out of a barn in 94.
Was she pretty rough?
Yes, she was. No floors, broken corners, the fenders were toast.
Oh my
The
gosh.
hood was gone. There were lots of things that
So
were really bad.
are these now fiberglass fenders?
No, it's all steel.
Oh,
Everything's
really?
all
Wow.
steel.
That's really
no
neat.
glass on the car.
You know, it's such an interesting build. I mean, I feel like you had a theme.
Yeah, 60s. I did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Early 60s, a kid in high school who just got a little two-door sedan, couldn't afford a chop, so he had it painted and did the chrome reverse wheels
Right.
in high school, and we did the white interior with a little bit of naugahyde out of a boat, sort of a new insert, yeah. And yeah, it gets a real early 60s feel with a moon tank on the front and all the rest.
Yeah, now you've lowered it.
Yes, she's lowered 4 inches in the front and about 4 in the back.
How'd you do it?
Well, the front is done with a dropped axle, and then the back we did with parallel leaf springs and lowering blocks.
Well, that's kind of old school too.
It
isn't
is.
Well, you know, like you say, the interior, very 60s. And I love the Pan Am stuff.
Yes, it has kind of that 60s airline theme to it with the color and all that kind of stuff. It worked out really. Tiki on the shifter,
Yeah.
it's carved tiki. We did an Auburn style dash,
Right.
36 Ford wheel with a 40 column, old school sort of signals.
You really did do this very consistent to your theme.
You stick to it, otherwise you just end up getting all mixed up.
A little bit of tiki action up here.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
and
love
the
your.
Maui tiki on the back. The car is
Yeah.
called the Tiki Dream, and we floated on cotton when we put it in the car shows. So
Oh.
it's like in the 60s
Oh,
again.
how
And I
nice.
surround it with chrome chain, and
Oh
it just
my gosh.
yeah, it looks right out of the 60s.
With your pipes, you almost look like a flamethrower, but you're not.
Yeah,
right?
almost, not quite. Yeah, almost.
Well, let's go see what's under the hood.
All right.
Oh, wow. Be still my heart. It's a Ford in a Ford.
That's correct. Yeah.
So what do you have?
It's a 302, basically a 5-liter dressed up as a 302 to try and be a little more period correct.
Right.
Took the fuel injection off and we put a carburetor back on it to try and be old school. It runs through a 5-speed transmission and a Maverick positive rear end.
So a 32 two-door sedan running a 302 Ford.
Yeah, Ford and a Ford.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful car, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh man, Deuce Days is a show like none other, and downtown Victoria, BC is about as pretty as it gets. They only do this show every 3 years, but let me tell you, Victoria is worth coming to, whether it's a car show or not.